So we are back on the BMW R60/5 and I'm beginning this here with the steering. We have all the parts, we have some small problems that we have to solve, but it is important that we have all the parts. The steering bar, I think it was re-chromed at some point, because it is very easy to peel the chrome, and I don't think on the original chrome you can do the peeling this easy. Have the levers, I see a inscription Magura also here. These are the bush mounts and adjustment for the cables. This is the gear for the throttle cables, which is worn out, but we have bought a new original one from BMW. A good teeth. We have from Zebanrek these new switches. Left and right. These are from BMW original parts. The mounts. These are the mounts for the switches, which it goes here. One of the problems that I have to solve is the fact that this mount, it cannot be tightened anymore on the steering handlebar. You see, here we have the bolt that tied the mount, and it was tightened too much, and it has deformed the material. If we watch here in this part, we have a space here. So if you put the bolt here with a nut and you are tightening here, you will lock the mount on the steering bar. Here, as you can see, the mount is touching, there is no space here, and you can move the mount. If I put a bolt here, it will not be fixed on the steering bar. So I have to eliminate some material from here with a saw and make the space like in this other part here. On the left side here we are seeing also two holes. These holes were made in order to assemble some switches. On this steering bar I did not had the old switches here. I had some other switches here on this side, and I will have to weld these holes and eliminate. Also I have to hit this rubber in order to take him out, and I will use a heat blower for doing that, and I will be able to take out. Now it is softer. Can see also some lines which are acting like a grip. Now I can take out this left mount. Like I said, this chrome I think it is not original. I think the steering bar was rechromed here in Romania. So this key seems to be original. I will check in the catalog, and I think this design is also very effective. You see this fitting here, and when you tighten the bolt, this key it goes up. On this other mount, this part is missing, and probably this was the reason, because they have forced the bolt here to deform the material. So I have to make or to buy another key for this part. So now I have to prepare all the parts to be cleaned, checked, painted. This mount I will paint to verify this switch. It is a brake switch. We have good gear here, and combined with this new one it will be just fine. We will have a good response on throttle. The levers are good. The major problem is the steering bar, because I have to rechrome this part, and this is a problem here in Romania. I have to find a shop that is doing that correctly. So I have painted the mounts. First I have cleaned and refined. They are looking just fine. Also in the left, in this part, I have already assembled the new clutch cable, and it is already working just fine. I still have to put here a bush, and here I have a new spring that I have to assemble here, nothing serious. And I have to continue with the gear inside for the acceleration. I have repaired, I have filled the holes. Also here, I don't know. Here it was a hole, another one here. Also here, I have filled the hole with a bolt. I have cut it, and after that I have soldered. This is the spring for the clutch lever. It is original from BMW. It is not expensive. And if you don't have this spring, you should buy one because it has a good role in the mechanism of the clutch. The location of the spring, it is here between gearbox and the clutch lever, and it holds the lever in tension in order not to have play here. Always to have the lever returned at the maximum on the mount. This is the throttle command. As I have mentioned before, we have changed this gear from the throttle command because these teeth here are worn out. It was still working, but not for a long time. As you can see, these are good teeth and these are worn out teeth. And we have here inside the new part, original from BMW. I have greased here. We have good teeth here. And now I have to put the cables. We have new cables, not originals, but good quality. I have assembled the new cables for the throttle, and it's working just fine. You can spin easy and it's returning back immediately with no effort. Also, I have bought from Ziegler some nice plugs, original Bosch. We have also the brake cable, which was bought from Ziegler. Seems to be a good quality. And now I have to assemble.